Good afternoon, students. I am your new teacher. My name is Sadhya. I teach social science. Hope you all are doing good. Dear students, we know that we are going through tough situation due to this corona pandemic and lockdown. But our school management and staff are trying to do their best to easy your situation. As you know, social science deals with the three main streams, that is history, geography and civics. History is the study of past, you might be knowing. Yes, history is the study of past. It helps us to understand how the world we live in since it completely deals with the past. Whereas geography is the study of physical features of the earth and its atmosphere. Political science, that is civics, is a study of our country and the world and the political life, rules, regulations, duties of a citizenship. Today, we are going to see the chapter 1 of a geography. That is, I'll be doing the half part of the lesson in today's session. The rest part of the lesson will complete in the next class. Okay, we'll come down to the first lesson, that is representation of geographical features on topographical sheets. In this lesson, we will go across three important contents. That is, totally we have five contents, but in this class we'll just cover up three topics. Okay, we'll see the three contents. These are understanding the use of colors on topographical sheets, explaining the use of scales for measurement, discussing the different types of scales. Yes. Good afternoon, my dear students. Before going to topographic map, let me explain you about maps. Map is a representation of an area of earth on a flat surface. Yes, it is a drawing of an earth on a flat sheet of paper. Yes, so maps are of two types, that is small scale and large scale. A map showing the entire world would be considered a small scale map, whereas a map showing a neighborhood would be considered a large scale map. Yes, you can understand this. That is, a small scale map tends to show a larger geographical area and less details, whereas large scale show a smaller geographical area with greater details. That is quite opposite or vice versa. Yes. So here in the picture you can see a drawing of a map. What type of drawing is it? It is a topographical map. Yes. So what is a topographic map here? A topographic map is an detailed and accurate two-dimensional representation of natural and human-made features on the earth surface. Yes, it is a detail, it shows a detailed account of man-made and natural features of the earth surface. Then it, in a simple way, a topographic map is a flat two-dimensional map that uses lines to show the earth's surface features in three dimensions. This map, that is topographic map, is which shows three-dimension topography of the earth's surface on two-dimensional piece of a paper. That is, in a two-dimensional sheet of a paper, we can see the drawing of three-dimension topography of earth surface. So what is here, like it is telling something like man-made features, natural features. Yes, man-made features are, it might be in the form of buildings, bridges, railways, then railway tracks, whatever which is made by humans are called as human made human made resources. Yes, then what are natural here? Natural features. Natural features are those features which are made by nature itself, like land, soil, water. Yes, so these features are everything together. These are shown in a topographical map. Yes, you understand why we use it. Is a very important uh, for us to know about the detailed features of topographical map. Now in this lesson, that is, we'll see the three parts. As already I have mentioned you. Now we will see what are the colors which are used on topographical maps to show certain features of the earth. So we'll see the details in the lesson. So the best example of small scale map is a topographic map where it shows the detailed depiction of both natural and human made features. Yes, it makes possible for us to see the features in that is both human made and natural features in topographical map. Yes, different colors and symbols are used to represent these features on map. Colors used in map are known as conventional colors. Yes, colors used in map, the whatever the colors, no, if you can see the color, I have added the picture of the table there. What that these colors in a map show the these colors in the map that shows the whole uh, topographical features. Yes, for example, if I show you the table here, that is, you can see the yellow is there, white is there, brown, red, green, blue, black. Yes, so I'll give you the explanation here. The yellow color, no, it is an cultivated land over there, that is agricultural land. We can cultivate uh, agriculture, we can have cultivation over there in this area. So this area where cultivation happens is in the color yellow in the map. Yes, then what is the white color here? Can you see the white color here? It is a uncultivated or wasteland. We do not have any cultivation here. This land is just barren land, we can say as it is a barren land. Now next color is a brown color. It indicates sand features such as sand dunes. Yes, it indicates sand features related to sand dunes, sand or sand features. Yes, so it is in the color of brown. Yes, now next is the red. What is a red here? Red color. Red color is a, they are the permanent settlements, that is it indicate the permanent settlements, for example cart track or metalled road. Yes, then green here, that is a green color, is used for showing forested areas like trees, shrubs, orchards. Okay, then blue color here, that is the blue color in the map, shows the perennial water body. For example, it shows the all physical features associated with water such as seas, rivers, ponds and wells. Yes, do you understand what I am trying to tell? Then black color. Yes, you can see the black color. Black color is used for showing all the names here like dry water bodies, boundaries, railways, telegraph lines, grid of the parallels and meridians, survey trees, heights, etc. Okay, so uh, this was the explanation which I am trying to give you about the colors. So these colors which are used on topographical map are called as conventional maps. Understand? What are these colors? These colors on the maps are called as conventional maps. Use of scales for measurement. Yes, this we are going to see the why, what is the use of scale for the measurement. Everything need measurement. Yes, if if there is a measurement, there is a scale also. Whatever, even from small thing to big thing, you want to have a measurement. With the help of scaling only, you can measure everything, whatever it is, whatever the clothes we wear in the modern world today. We have to measure. We have to see what is the height of the cloth, what is the length of the cloth, everything. Yes, measurement should be there, then only it is possible. Likewise, for everything from pin to machine, there is a need for measurement. So since it comes on a map side, map, since it records the whole earth surface, there should be a measurement. Yes, so a map represent the spherical earth on a flat paper, as you know. Or as already I have discussed, there are small scales and large scales. What is map scale refers here? What is this they're trying to say here? Map scale refers to the ratio of distance on map and the corresponding actual distance on the ground. What is here they are trying to say? Map scale refers to the ratio of the distance on the map and the corresponding actual distance on the ground. Okay, I'll explain you. The distance on the ground is usually measured in large units such as kilometers or miles. Why it is usually measured in large units? Why? Because it is very big, ground is very big. Yes, so we had to measure in kilometers or miles, while the units of measuring distance on map are centimeters and inches. Why is it centimeters and inches? Because a map, yes, map is trying to map is trying to uh, scale everything in a small is trying to scale the larger units of land in a smaller units in a piece of paper. Okay, the scale of a map shows how many smaller scales such as centimeters or inches on the map represent how many kilometers or miles on the ground. For example, if for example the scale of the maps read 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer, it means 1 centimeter measured on the map is equal to 1 kilometer distance on the ground. That is 1 centimeter. For example, one point, that 1 centimeter of the map. Okay, in map it is 1 centimeter, whereas it is 1 kilometer distance on the ground. Okay, I'll explain you a little bit in a brief way. For example, what is a map scale? It is a ratio between map distance and ground distance. 1 kilometer is equal to, I'll say you here, it is 1 lakh centimeter. How is it? 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Yes, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. 1 meter here, okay, 1 meter here, it refers to 100 centimeter. Okay, 100 centimeter, that is 1 kilometer. If we do the calculation, if we do like 1000 into 100 centimeter, how much it is? It comes around 1 lakh centimeter. So 1 kilometer is equal to 1 lakh centimeter. Okay, that is the, here it is, everything is been cleared now. As I say that it means 1 centimeter measured on the map is equal to 1 kilometer distance on the ground. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer is equal to 1 lakh centimeter. Okay, so 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, as you know. Then if we calculate likewise, if 1 kilometer is 1000 meter, then 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So if you multiply 1 kilometer into 100 centimeter, we get calculation as 1 lakh centimeter. Okay, do you get my point? So thus the scale help us to reduce the size of the paper and represent as a whole or a part in a piece of paper. Okay children, types of scales, then measuring distance, conventional signs and symbols we'll do in the next lesson. Okay, so till then, if you have any doubts, please do message me. Okay? Thank you.